We're back with episode 14. Man, I can't believe we've made it this far. Actually, I can, but I can't. Because I didn't really know where this would go when I initially started these videos, but been getting a lot of good feedback in some of the messages that I've been putting out. And so if, like I've said in prior videos, if there is something that you're interested in, or if there's a topic that you would like me to hit on, feel free to send me a message, and I'd be more than happy to talk about a specific topic. So before we get started into this video, be sure to head over to my Instagram. It's KOATSC, and I post a lot of inspirational, motivational things on there. But it's also a good way to communicate with me and interact with me in some of these videos. So today's message, or today's topic, is the importance of positive affirmations. So a lot of times, well, we'll just use myself for an example. I can remember back, maybe I was 12 or 13, and the things that I wanted in life and the goals that I wanted in life, I started to kind of map out where I wanted to be and how I wanted to get there. Now, some of those things have changed over the course of my life, but I've always had a vision. And some people say it's very hard to stay motivated, or it's very hard to continue down the path towards success. And I absolutely agree. There are days where you just don't have it. There are days where you just feel like giving up on some of the dreams that you've had. Now, I will say, just because you have something written down on a piece of paper, we'll just say you want to go to Mars in 2025, and we hit 2025 and it doesn't happen, that doesn't mean that you're necessarily giving up or failing on that goal that you had on that piece of paper. Sometimes as we go through life, we may have things that are on a piece of paper that we don't reach. That wasn't in our plan. We may have had it on our hand, but in the grand scheme of things, that wasn't the plan for us. Maybe that was a way to continue or keep us motivated to get to where we're actually going. So the point I'm trying to make is, it is very hard staying motivated. It's very hard to continue going even on some of the, let's say, cloudy days that we have. And so why the importance of positive affirmations? We become what we think. So if you are, we'll just say, for example, if you leave the house, you spilled your coffee, and you say, well, today's going to be a bad day. You've already wired your brain to think that that day is going to be a bad day. So a lot of times what I'll do when I get my morning started, when I'm in the shower, and some people may call it arrogant and some people may call it silly, but when I'm in the shower, I have positive affirmations that I say to myself. One of them is, I'm the greatest, I'm the greatest, I'm the greatest, I'm the greatest. And I'll say that for maybe 25 to 30 seconds. And then my other positive affirmation is, I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the best. Now, why is that powerful? Because what you feed your brain, you believe. Now, just because I say I'm the greatest or I'm the best, that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm superior to anybody else, but it's just, in my mind, I want to be the best. In my mind, I want to be the greatest. So I've already told my brain how the day should start. I've got to think that I'm the best in whatever I do. I got to think that I'm the greatest in whatever I do, because when you go down the road of success, there'll be times where you don't feel that way. And if you feed into not feeling like you're the best, or if you feed into not thinking you're the greatest at whatever you do, that tells your brain, well, hey, maybe I should give up. Another thing that I say in my positive affirmations is, it's whatever I'm going for. So we'll just say I'm wanting to fly to the moon. Okay, I'm going to wire my brain to think that way and say, I may use something like, and this is just, I'm pulling something off the top of my head, but I may say, I'm blessed and I'm grateful and I want to go to the moon, or I will go to the moon. So something as simple as that. And you would be surprised at how many things or how the universe lines up with some of those positive affirmations that you tell yourself. Think of another way of maybe in, we'll just say school, for example. And no, actually, here's a better one. A lot of you may have played sports, and maybe in grade school, high school, college, and the season doesn't go as well as you had planned. And so instead of owning up to maybe what you didn't do in the off season, you'll say, well, the coach hates me, or the coach has it for me, or he's out to get me. And that might not necessarily be true. That's maybe an illusion or a thought that you think because you're trying to make up an excuse for something that you didn't do in the off season. So we have to get out of this mindset of blaming other people for our shortcomings. That's one thing that I've gotten good at over the years is, if something doesn't go my way, I'm blaming myself first, because I don't necessarily think that our quote-unquote failures are anybody else's fault. If we come short of something, there's probably something along our road that maybe we didn't do. Maybe on Friday nights we didn't go as hard as we should have. On Saturday nights we slept in until 4 p.m. and then watched House of Cards all day long. So these positive affirmations, they are necessary. If you are trying to level up, if you're trying to attract what you want, and if you're trying to go where you want to go, positive affirmations are a must. They are a complete must, because at the end of the day, we shouldn't count on other people to help us to where we're going. Sometimes we have to do things ourselves. And it's not always easy being the driver of your ship sometimes. So we have to continue believing in ourselves, because some people don't always believe in us. How many times have you heard of a success story to where you may have heard whatever? I mean, we'll just take Denzel. Actually, The Pursuit of Happiness. That's a good movie with Will Smith. And you take that movie, and how many people believed in him on the way? So you have to know, you have to think, you have to have the desire to go after what you want, but you also have to feed your brain. And it's crazy to me. What's crazy to me is people will go to the gym 4 or 5 days a week to increase their fitness, increase maybe their body image or whatever it may be, but they don't work out their brain. It doesn't make sense to me. I'm in the gym sometimes, and I talk to, sometimes I just communicate with whoever it may be, and some people open their mouths. I'm like, man, you're in shape, but your brain's not. You got to work out your brain. So feed your brain positivity. You have to. And it's one of those things to where the more negative you are, just think about, we'll just take the spilled coffee, for example. Just think about spilling coffee in the morning and how it sets your day. You're still frustrated with that spilled coffee, and that's what you feed your brain, so the rest of your day is quote-unquote ruined. If you spill coffee, just go about your day and give yourself some positive affirmations. Give yourself the approval that you deserve. A lot of times people don't think they deserve something. In your positive affirmation, say, I deserve to be great. I deserve to be the best. I deserve where I'm going. So it's just something to think about, in this world of, it seems like a lot of negativity at times, people arguing about beliefs and this and that. Make a change and be positive, because the more positive you are, it'll rub off on the person next to you. But if we sit here and argue and have all this negativity, it doesn't work. Negativity doesn't lift negativity. Positivity lifts positivity. So when you find yourself having a bad day or a bad morning, think of how great you are. Think of how much you have to offer this world. Because if you don't, some people won't do it for you. So the power of affirmations, the importance of affirmations, positive affirmations, it's a must. Write it down on a piece of paper. Say it every morning. That's my challenge to you. Write a positive affirmation down on a piece of paper. It could be, I deserve to be great. Say it while you're in the shower. Do it for 2 weeks. See what happens. Things line up in a weird way, and you look back and say, wow. And then that just continues to give you more momentum as you go for what you want. Positivity is key. So that's something to think about as you go through your days. I want you to leave a comment below. I really, truly want to hear what you think about this. I want to hear if it's changed anybody. So, the importance of positive affirmations. Think on that. And until next time, we'll talk soon.